Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL back with another Mobile Legends video, man. How y'all doing, homies? So we back in here, man, and we're gonna be talking about a very, very special topic because a lot of you all have been telling me, yo, I'm a solo player. This don't work for me. Why are you talking about team stuff all the time? You a solo player. You shouldn't be talking about team stuff. So basically, we're gonna talk that solo talk right now because I know a lot of us are solo players, but the fact is, Mobile Legends is a team game, so our horrible experience being solo players is 100% our fault, and I accept that it's my fault that I'm a solo player. But I mean, hey, ain't nobody got time for teams, bro. It takes too much work and effort, and yeah, I just rather just hop on and just at least try to take some cheeks. I mean, that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to take cheeks out here, bro. But go ahead and drop that thumbs up on the video if you do enjoy it, if you find it helpful, informative, or anything like that. The gameplay you're going to be watching in the background is some gameplay that I got earlier. Your boy is in Grandmaster right now. This is like my first day. Like, I've actually been grinding and getting back into it. So this is my first day I've been back grinding, going hard. I'm Grandmaster 2 now. I'm heading back to Epic, and I'm going to be going through Epic, and this gameplay basically is a representation of the terrible teammate that I am when I'm ranking up solo. And to be honest, to an extent, you have to be a bad teammate when you're playing solo, because 9 times out of 10, the people you get with, they're going to feed, they're going to be like, literally, I kid you not, some games are just going to be unwinnable. Like, if you're a solo player, you get the fact that some games are going to be unwinnable. I played a game earlier where I had two, like, we didn't even have a tank. We had 2 sustainable heroes, well, sustainable-ish heroes. We had like a Xylong and we had a Hilda. Or was it? Yeah, it was like a Xylong, a Hilda, or something like that. And both of them were feeding. Like, they both went like to combine, they were like 1 in 20 in the first 10 minutes of the game. So obviously we lost that game. So like, there was literally nothing that I could do at all. Like, literally, I got the gold medal and everything. I still had a bunch of kills, but certain games it's just unwinnable. Like, you have no sustainability. And then another game, like, my team chose 3 marksmen. So literally, I used Claude a lot, so I had to play tank, really. Because you know how tanky Claude is when you hit that ultimate and mix it with the spell. Like, Claude can be really, really tanky. So I was tanking for one of the other marksmen while we actually had a tank that game, and the tank was just absolutely horrible. So it's like, stuff like that is going to happen where you just cannot win those games whatsoever, and it's super annoying, but at the same time it happens. So what we're going to be talking about is how to farm and really how to rank up fast and try to grind the best as you can. Basically, what I do personally is I go mid lane, and this is not the best way to farm if you're in a team setting. I'll say that right now. I take everything. I take every single buff, as you'll see in this game, and luckily the gameplay in the background, the team is not going for anything. They're not going for the jungle whatsoever. So that leaves me open to take everything that's in the jungle because they're not going for nothing. So I just roam around, I take our jungle, I invade the other team's jungle sometimes, take some of their stuff as well. Like, everything they can give me a tiny piece of gold, I'm just running around the map taking it. And that's why I went through the mid lane, because if you're in the mid lane, you're right there by all the gold. You're close to everything. You're close to the gold on the right of you, you're close to the gold on the left of you, and then you're right across from the other team's jungles as well. So yeah, you find a little flow, and just go around taking everything that's through the jungles, and you'll slowly become more fed than everybody. I think I had, like, at the end of the game, I ended the game with like 10,000 gold or something around there, like way more than everybody else, and that was simply because I took the time to get more fed. So early game, sometimes teams are not going to realize that marksmen are late game heroes. Most teams don't. Like, literally, I'll be the most fed in the game, and I had that happen today as well. Our tank Johnson quit the game because, like, he just quit playing. He was talking trash. He literally stopped being useful whatsoever. He stood around just walking back and forth, not realizing that we had 2 marksmen, which means that we would be dominating late game, but because he kept getting smacked early game, like, y'all not doing nothing. Tank, he's too stupid to realize that early game, 2 marksmen cannot do anything when the other team has a bunch of mages bursting people down. So really, by the time me and the other marksman got fed, because literally me and that other marksman got fed to the point where we were destroying. Like, I was literally tanking by myself. We 100%, like, the tank was the only one dying early game, feeding the other team, but still, late game, we were absolutely killing. We were destroying, we were fed, we were strong. And by the time we got strong, our tank had given up. So we ended up losing that game simply because the tank stopped tanking. And that's the type of cancer players you're going to come across. You're going to come across players that's just absolutely toxic. and you're going to lose games that's out of your control. There's nothing that you can do about coming across teammates like this. But that's the risk of being a solo player. That's one of the biggest struggles, and that's one of the hardest parts that's going to annoy the crap out of you, knowing that you're not losing and there's nothing that you can do. Because me, I'm the type of person that works hard, so I like to know that, okay, if I get smacked and I did something wrong, I can do something to become better. I can work hard at something to become better. The annoying and frustrating part about Mobile Legends is 9 times out of 10 when you're losing a game, it's nothing that you can do better. You just got paired with someone who's toxic or trash or something like that. Not even just trash, like, because a trash person, like if you just tell somebody, if someone who just refuses to listen, more than likely it's just toxic. Like, kids are toxic. Even a bad player will listen and say, if you say, okay, stop running out there so far or something like that, a bad player will stop doing it. A bad player will just, okay, let me sit back here. Or you can go over there and try to help a bad player stay alive. A toxic player thinks they know everything. They do everything on their own. They don't want to listen to the team. They don't want to try to work with you and stuff. And yeah, it's just not a good experience sometimes. So what I'm doing with Claude is I'm running mid lane. I go straight mid lane. I don't even care if somebody else is going mid lane, because I have to be close to all the jungles and roaming, and I have to be close to go to the other team's jungle as well. Like, I just have to be close to everything. So I go to the mid lane. I try to take everything, and then that's all I do. I get fed. I keep going around the jungle taking everything. Then when Claude gets fed, it's pretty much over, unless the other team is really working together well, which I've had a few games like that. There'll be nobody who can stop you. No, especially if you're using Claude. Now with different heroes, like obviously there's certain heroes that's better and worse heroes. Like, every time I make a top 5 worst heroes video, everyone says, oh, it's the players, it's the players. Well, you have that group of people who think that, oh, it's the players, it's the players. Like, a lot of people tell me, oh, I had a crazy gameplay with this hero. It's not the hero, it's the players. No, certain heroes you just cannot carry on your own with. Like, yeah, Franco is a good hero, but choosing a Franco solo queue is pretty much asking to lose. Like, you cannot carry a game with Franco. Even if you're hooking everything, that does not mean your damage dealers are going to be smart enough to come around there and help you kill. So you hook somebody into you, the other team dives you working as a team, and your team doesn't help you. You're left there looking stupid. So certain heroes are just not good for that reason. They're too team dependent. So yeah. So you have to choose the right heroes to carry. Honestly, if you're a good Mage player, you'll probably be able to carry a lot of games if you're a really good Mage player. Mages are early game heroes, and they can dominate throughout the game. Like, you can literally, if you get fed as a Mage, you can snowball and just destroy everyone. So yeah, make sure you like, if you're a good Mage player, just keep practicing with Mages, keep using Mages. As when it comes down to freaking assassins, I don't know. Assassins don't work for me. Like, when I use assassins, my team is just so bad. I'm not good enough with an assassin to carry with an assassin. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, the other team always have crazy teamwork. So let's say I try to get behind the enemy lines. Like, they can completely not know that I'm there, but I'll dive the marksman player or something. I'll dive whoever the most important target is, but because my team is doing nothing, their whole team will just come out of nowhere focusing me, and I'll get burst down. And yeah, there's just absolutely no escaping certain situations when I'm using an assassin. I'm a lot better at evading and positioning and stuff like that when I'm using a marksman. So I don't know if it's just me, if I'm not good enough with an assassin, and that's 100% possible. I'm good enough to play in a team with an assassin. I'm not good enough to play every single role. Like, the thing about it is you have to know what you're good at. Like, I'm good at marksman position, I'm good at analyzing gameplay, seeing where people are, but the thing is, while I think very, very fast, the reason that I'm capable of thinking and coming up with strategies on the fly is because I'm a marksman player. So I stay on the back line. While I'm on that back line, I get a few extra seconds to think about what I'm going to do. When you're an assassin player, you jump in the middle of everybody, and then you have to think right there on the fly. There's no time to okay, what am I going to do? What should I do? By the time you're done thinking, you're dead. So like, assassin players are usually not thinkers. They just like have crazy reactions. They have crazy escapes and stuff. They just like they jump in, they kill somebody, they see routes out and how to get out of there and the best way to go about it. Like, you have to know what type of person you are. Like, that's very, very, very important. You have to know what type of person you are. Are you the type of person who can sit on the back lines, analyze everything, and basically see a big picture of the entire game, just like a marksman player? Or are you like an assassin, where if you jump in the middle of the action, if you jump in the middle of the cheeks, you know exactly who cheeks to take, and you know exactly how to get out while staying alive? Like, all of this stuff is different skills. And that's why it's important for you to know your role. Everyone, like in Mobile Legends, it's like the community is accustomed to everyone being able to play every single type of hero, but it's a reason that everyone has roles. Our minds work different. Everyone does not have the type of mind where you can sit back as a marksman and analyze gameplay and try to evade a bunch of people targeting you. Just like everyone does not have the mind and reflexes to jump into the middle of action and be surrounded by a bunch of people and still stay calm, know exactly what you're doing, have a goal in mind when you jump in, accomplish that goal, and still be able to get out while staying alive. Everyone can't do that. So being really, really good at any role is a skill. So make sure you learn your role. But honestly, in Mobile Legends right now, if you're like, I know it's a lot of people that's a tank role. Like, it takes a lot of skill to be a tank as well. You engage at the wrong times, you protect the wrong heroes, and you do the wrong thing, a tank could easily cost you the game. It happens all the time. So every role in Mobile Legends is equally important. So you have to know what type of player you are and stick to that. But honestly, at this current point in Mobile Legends, if you're a solo player, you're gonna have to carry. So you're gonna have to be either an assassin, a mage, or a marksman. So it's really up to you. But yeah, that's just the way it is, man. You have to be an assassin, a mage, or a marksman. And once you've decided which of those three you're best at, what I would recommend for sure is going mid lane, taking every single piece of farm just for the gold. Like, as y'all can see in this video, I even double buff. I'm that toxic. Yes, I'm double buffing. But at the end of the day, at the end of the game, like, no one's complaining because I carry every game. So don't just go around trying to double buff. Don't just go around trying to play toxic and you know you're not good enough to basically carry that game. Like, if I get fed, if I get fed, there's literally no one against, like, there's no team that I can't go against where I can't carry against them. There's no one that's going to just be absolutely smacking me. So, like, you have to know how good you are too. Like, if you know that you're going to need someone else on your team to get fed, don't go around taking everything. But me, literally, all I need is my team to stay alive. My team can stay alive and just pretty much hold off the enemy team, and I see that they can stay alive long enough. I'm okay with taking everything because I know late game, I'm just going to go through melting everybody. We're going to carry the game. So even if they was mad about me taking everything, they're going to be happy that I actually carry to the win. And most of the time, I get a bunch of likes at the end of the games simply because they all know that I helped them carry, I helped them win. Like, so yeah, you have to make sure you're contributing to the victory in a big way, especially if you're the type to go around and basically do what I do. So yeah, this is how I play. This is how I do, especially in the lower elos. Now, when you hit the epic rank, when you hit the epic, moving to, like, in North America, epic, legend, and mythic, they all play together. So when you hit that rank where you have, like, you're going to be going against mythic teams with strategies and stuff, and mythic teams cheating and all types of stuff like that, when you're in epic, it's a whole different ball game once you hit epic, because then it's a bunch of egos involved. Everyone on their team, like, the thing is, every single person in the game cannot play like this. If everybody was roaming around trying to take everything, nobody would get fed. And that's usually what happens a lot once you start hitting epic. Everyone wants to be the god of the team. Even tanks roam around in the jungle once you hit epic and mythic, towards mythic and all that. So yeah, that's pretty much it though. Like that like, I could talk about this topic all day about the different situations and how in different ranks and stuff things might change slightly, but the fact of the matter is, you want to just, like, honestly, if you want to rank up when you're a solo player, I'd recommend just taking everything, farming up really good, and then you'll be destroying everybody. There'll be nobody who can compete with you if you get everything. Like, that's literally all I've been doing to win games and move up the ranks fast. So let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Let me hear your advice and tips, and your advice about using different heroes. Like, if you're an assassin player, give some of your tips about what you think about when you dive in and go after certain targets and stuff, especially if you dive into full teams and stuff. How do you dive in and escape, and some of your thought process behind that, and all of that. And also tell me what other videos you all would like to see. But that's pretty much it, yo, homies. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love and support. Make sure you drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, fam. Peace out, yo.
I'm on it. Can't fail for my family, I want it. So they'll never